Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast. This is episode 48. We're coming to you from the Stewed at 258 Studios in Scranton. I'm Rich Howells. I'm the founder and editor of NEPA Scene.
I'm Lauren Coralco. I'm cutting off Mark Tenenbaum.
I'm Mark. I was cut off by Lauren Coralco, who cut me off. I thought we were in the 50s.
No.
Nope.
Oh, well, shit. Keep going.
Not that anyone cares.
We're very close. Yeah.
I care. I know.
You're the only one counting.
We're
I mean,
on
me
episode
and you
48.
are probably the only ones that care.
I'm Nate Williams of Bipolar and Battle Axe Warriors, but
He's also notoriously bearded.
thank you. That's all you really needed to know. But
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well,
What a good show. Let's
So-
do it again sometime.
That's all, folks.
he's not here for his writing or rhyming abilities.
Nah.
He's just here
Just
because
for
we
your
just want to
glorious
touch his
because
face.
Facial hair.
Yeah.
hair grows out of my face, and you need to know it.
All right, Rich.
What's going on the site?
All right. Well,
It's up.
Yes, that's which is good.
As your grandmother, alive, which is good. Oh, thanks, Rich.
There's then this one's interesting. I know this one's going to get a reaction from Mark. I'm interested to see what it is. There's an improv comedy group. Now follow me on this.
I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
I'm going to shut up and follow you.
Okay.
Lead me.
Called Club
Gandalf.
Funny.
Okay.
That's in Honesdale, right?
Uh-huh.
Now they're doing a night of steampunk, post-apocalyptic themed improv comedy at the Basin and Main in Honesdale. Now, that alone, I thought the headline is totally worth the story. Never mind the actual story itself. But
Repeat that steampunk post-apocalyptic improv.
themed, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Why NEPA can't have nice things.
I have a couple of opinions about this, but keep going. Is there more details?
It is on February 20th, so it'll be this weekend if you want to check it out. The details are on the website.
www.nepascene.com. So it's steampunk post-apocalyptic
Improv.
improv comedy.
See, now if I had to throw in my 2 cents, I'd say that maybe that's a little too much. You know, like maybe start
It's
off with
oddly
like
it's
like
strangely
steampunk,
specific.
and then post like because
No,
usually
no, no.
improv you kind of give people, they take suggestions from the audience. So it'll be like,
Do they have
it's in
props?
downtown Scranton and this and that.
But it could diverge into so many steampunk post-apocalyptic worlds. Are we talking like a Bioshock sort of thing? Are we talking about like...
See, this is why they
cosplay?
would need someone like you there. Because if you don't, I mean, what do you say? Maybe you get a whole audience that doesn't know what steampunk
But
is.
isn't that more visual?
You throw out a cult leader
Well, they're going to be in costume, I guess.
Has now...
You're going to throw out an owl?
no,
I'm intrigued.
Oh, an owl would be interesting to throw into the mix.
Why?
Why not?
What's
It's improv.
all steampunk is like it's like, the good parts of Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
What? Your understanding of steampunk is extremely limited.
Explain to me steampunk, Asian one.
I don't want to anymore.
I
So
think
this is
steampunk
Saturday?
and I just think it's like, turn of the century, a lot of coal.
Dirigible drivers.
Yeah, but do you know how much carbon monoxide those steampunkers are throwing into the atmosphere?
It's steam. It's not gas powered.
You just wanted to say dirigible.
I just really wanted to say dirigible.
I thought it was dirigible.
It's dirigible.
All right, anyways, but they have to. How do you make the steam?
It's not real, Mark.
Oh, that was your comeback on that one?
Bars.
Oh, it's fictional.
It's-
Well, if it's so fictional, how come I'm going to see something like that in Honesdale on February 20th, even though it's weird and I'm not going?
So on that note, if anybody out there has old sewing machines, like with the pedals or anything, or pallets that they want to donate,
What are you talking
to me,
about?
email
did you
Rich.
did you just Laurenzition into something totally opposite of
yes,
what we're talking
I'm
about?
looking
That was
for
cold-blooded.
pallets,
I-
old doors, old wooden windows, anything made out of cast iron that seems slightly broken. I will take.
What do you do? What
I do have
What is your
something like
plan
I've got a plan.
She's probably building a dirigible.
that runs on
Steam.
fictional
Hopes
steam?
and dreams. Hopes and dreams, Mark.
Do you realize how hard it is to float cast iron?
Don't worry about it.
Why don't you say like the British?
Maybe she's not trying to float. it.
Aluminium. You need some aluminium. Do they have aluminium in the steampunk days?
Can I'll have to ask you a favor after the podcast because you have a truck.
I'm engaged, Lauren.
I know.
But
Moving along.
Wait, I have a truck?
I
What
need a
if
truck.
I ask the question?
Ask him if I can borrow his truck, or if
I
he
have
can
an
just
SUV.
drive me like 2 blocks that
Okay.
way.
You want me to drive you 2
I
blocks?
found something in the garbage I want.
Today.
Yeah.
It's snowing.
I don't
by the
care.
way,
That was the
Tom,
first sign of excitement I've seen. She's like,
yeah,
I
Lauren
found
gets
something in
real
the
excited over the weirdest shit.
Found something in the garbage.
It's in a dumpster,
Oh,
but I need a truck.
Real quick,
That big?
every meteorologist around here is incorrect. I just wanted to say that.
they need to get punched
There's like 3 inches out there already.
Yeah,
right in the tank.
yeah.
That wasn't
It's not.
supposed
It's
to
only
happen.
6. It's
Yeah.
supposed to happen between 7 and 9 is
They
when it was
told
supposed
me-
to start.
I got
They told
that.
me an inch and a
They
half.
told you. They called you up. They're like,
Yeah.
Nate,
You know,
Tom Clark here.
I was having a beer with Snedeker.
You know what they say though. Some people say in
He was riding a stationary bike at the time.
He loves that. He loves his Yingling.
Oh yes. All right. What else after the steampunk post-apocalyptic comedy tour?
We have a video premiere of a documentary about Scranton called Half Empty, Life in America's Unhappiest City
Hey.
by Kenny Luck.
I watched it today.
Oh.
That was good.
Yeah,
I watched it while I was at the bank.
It's interesting. It's only 15 minutes long, so it's just kind of him kind of testing the waters. He might actually do a full feature at some point, which it generated a lot of interest today, a lot of shares, a lot of people talking about it. So that might be the case down the road. But he worked on it for about a month, and there's animation in there, there's drawings in there from a local artist. It's really interesting. Some really good interviews. I thought they were interesting. He picked a wide variety of different people to talk to.
You know I'm an egomaniac, right?
I know
So you
exactly
wanted
what
to
you're
be in
thinking
it,
about.
is
I
what you're
offered
saying.
it, yeah. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe
Thanks for not filming me, Kenny.
maybe
We were in the last
we'll do
one,
a
Mark.
full length.
Was he in his
feature.
last one?
You
Well-
were.
We'll make sure we're both in it
Yes.
because they asked the DJ Rock and Roll, who's not really he just produces. He doesn't make music.
Rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
I know rock and roll.
He's all right.
I like rock and roll.
He's funny.
He filmed me for NEPA Current, which is another ego thing I did,
Boom.
There you go.
Back
which
to
was
back.
awesome. What was that, Ion TV?
Yes.
Yeah, they're good people over there.
But yeah, check that out. I think we're going to talk about more about that in the future. One of the things we'll probably talk about in the last
I have
word.
theories on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about it right now because we need to, I'm
Yeah.
not going to waste your time with my opinion.
So we did an interview with the director of another upcoming documentary. This will be a full-length documentary called Trey, A Cut of
I saw
Culture, which is about NEPA Pizza, which has its own kind of unique story. It goes back to the coal mining days. It's pretty interesting why, old Forge-style pizza and, of course, other kinds of pizza that have come out of Northeast PA that are very unique to the area kind of came about in the first place. And I always thought it would be an interesting to learn more about that kind of thing. So as soon as I heard about the story, which my cousin Brendan, who does the Drunk Illustration Tuesday on the site, he was doing the art for it. And I saw some of the art, and I was like, oh, what's this for? And he's like, oh, it's this documentary. I'm like, oh, we really need to do a story on that. That sounds interesting. And he was just starting the crowdfunding at that point. And so we did the interview and put it out. And overnight, they got 4 times the money that they had when before the article came out. The article went viral. Everybody's been sharing it. And now all the news stations are picking it up. The newspapers are picking it up. So I'm glad we were the first ones to break the story and talk about it. But I thought it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you want to talk about pizza?
People are
Because-
very ferocious about their pizza habits.
I have to be careful what I say about pizza being from outside
yeah,
the area.
you need to show your Jersey mouth
I know.
on pizza.
That's why I'm not saying anything, except for that I'm really looking forward to seeing this documentary.
What's their plan?
Well, they're about halfway funded now. They actually have a fundraiser coming up on the 21st, which is this Sunday at Backyard Ale House from 6 to 8. It's all you can drink beer and pizza for $20.
Nice.
I'm there.
So that's a good deal right there.
Maybe this area is unhappy because they're full of pizza and beer.
You would think maybe that has something to do with it.
Can't move.
Well, you know,
half a tray and a Yingling.
here's the thing: is whenever and we'll get into this later on, but with pizza, I thought, that's a really safe thing. Like most people like pizza, so we'll post this, and most people will like this story, and they do for the most part.
Really? Are we saving this till the end?
Within about an hour or two,
Oh, God.
we had people who
gonna
had
get
the
in
exact
trouble.
opposite opinion on
How could
Northeast
you
PA
hate
pizza.
My buddy in LA, man,
What did pizza do to you?
my buddy in LA, he said, he goes, sex is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's good. And I was like, all right.
I like that.
I'd say, but how can you go wrong? It's a slice of pizza.
I've had this fabulous thing called fried pizza now.
What, like deep fried pizza?
It's like fried. Yes. And there's
Lauren,
onions.
when you looked at me and you went, it's like fried. And you gave me this look like I'm supposed to know what
Like,
the hell.
duh.
It's like fried?
It's ingenious. Whoever came up
Is
with
it
this.
local?
Yes, it's local.
You know what I had the other day that was amazing? We are totally the afternoon drive time people right now.
Mm.
But I had deep fried
Macaroni and cheese balls?
pickles wrapped in cheese.
Okay,
Oh.
you lost me.
It was incredible.
Have you ever had it? No, they're
Pickles are
not.
gross.
No, they're not.
They are not. Get out.
Get out.
I could eat a jar of pickles in a sitting and not feel guilty about it.
I got whiskey pickles for the weekend.
Ew, no, just stick with Vlasics or Mount Olive and you're fine.
Oh my God. Have you ever had my pickles? I'm going to bring you a
This
jar
feels
of
like a
pickles.
trick question, Lauren.
Again, he's engaged.
Yeah. I love my fiance, Lauren. And you
I love her
yours,
too.
And you love yours. I don't know. I'm so scared that your wedding's going to be a key party.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Because you're just I haven't figured out your algorithm yet. So I don't know. It seems like something that wouldn't, like, it would also not surprise me if like we show up and you're actually like murdering zombies when we get there. Like that wouldn't surprise me either.
She has them corralled.
Yeah. No, Lauren is one of those people who's like, behind this steel door is 72 zombies waiting to get out. And I just
I have to, because you're very composed. I wouldn't know. I would just be like, all right.
she's a great poker player too.
Yeah.
Look at her.
See, I couldn't.
You have no idea if she's bluffing, if she's telling the truth. She's a mystery wrapped inside of a riddle, inside of a conundrum. What movie is that from?
I suck at poker to begin with. I'm just the guy that
I
I think it works.
know how to play Uno and go fish, and that's about it.
You know,
Or-
the best part of poker is calculating your cue.
See,
Is that like your
sounded
chi?
sinister.
I don't know what that means.
It's the ratio of your stack compared to every other stack at the table.
You're like a Bond villain that likes me.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I'm just so happy I'm on the good side of Blofeld.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You weren't last week.
Ugh, what's next?
So we did a follow up to a story we did a couple weeks ago about there was a Philly music registration bill.
Oh, that's right.
That was causing a lot of controversy. It's been shot down.
Nonsense over nothing.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I think it was as the legislator said, he felt that most of it was being taken out of context. I believe that to an extent. Some of it I do.
This is
I
about
do
registering musicians when they come into town to play, right?
Essentially, it would every single time that a musician would play, whether they lived in the area or not, the venue would have to send that information, the personal information like address, phone number, all that kind of stuff, to the police department, who then would have the right to actually veto any show that they didn't particularly like or they felt was going to cause trouble in any way.
Isn't that a violation of the First Amendment?
Yes, it is. And so the police right away were like, "Oh, by the way, we're totally not involved with this legislation."
Wait, even the cops are like,
yeah, even the cops are like, "No, we want
Do you know
nothing
why?
to do with this."
more paperwork.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just don't want to do it.
That's a broad generalization, Mark.
Specifically about, they have enough. Really.
To be
You
fair,
know.
no
Really?
one wants to do more paperwork. It doesn't matter who you are.
I don't know. I like
But
paperwork.
it definitely an interesting story with a lot of different facets. So read that on the site. It has been withdrawn, but there is more to it because they are going to reintroduce it at some point. Supposedly, the legislator is working with the music scene in the area to better make this bill, because essentially he said all the only reason for it is that it's another taxing thing where venues are basically getting around like, hey, we don't have to hire a DJ. We just plug in our iPod here and then just turn that on, and now we have music in the place.
Yeah, but
they still have to pay a tax to do that, just like
it's a licensing fee technically.
Yes, it's a licensing fee.
That's why with the radio stations that they have in restaurants, it's a licensed station, so it goes directly to BMI.
Right.
But
for royalties purposes.
But the music business already has cops in place for that.
Right.
It's a regulate. They're already regulating themselves.
Mostly it's self-regulated, so they can avoid having something like this happen. But
my God!
If business owners are plugging in their iPods and completely negating the entire checks and balances system, that really just makes this whole situation worse.
Can I have a party and play my iPod?
As long as you're not making money off the party, yes.
We're not throwing that party now.
What's next?
I'm still bringing Mad Dog though.
2020.
Yeah.
All right.
If you could find the blue and the green.
So, any X-Files fans?
I'm caught up.
I'm not.
I'm
okay.
Okay. Did you?
I'm not a fan. I'm a very big fan. I have.
You just haven't watched the new stuff. Well, there's a song by.
I heard about this.
By the Clam Stompers, local duo. Really good kind of folky country sort of stuff. They did the Ballad of Mulder and Scully, and it's all about the X-Files. So if you're an X-Files fan, you have to hear this song.
Have you watched all the episodes so far?
I'm not caught up to the new episodes. No.
You didn't watch the new episodes yet?
No. I kind of, I kind of fell off when Robert
Patrick.
Yeah, when Robert Patrick came in, I was like, not. I'm
do you know what the
this.
#1 show on TV is right now?
The X-Files?
Yes.
I just bookmarked it. I found it on my.
And
I turned it on my TV.
episode 3 of this new rebirth
that
of
helped.
it is one of the most weirdest, strangest, hysterical episodes of television I've ever seen.
Sounds good to me. It's got to be better than those freaking movies. The movies were terrible.
Yeah, but all right, moving on.
One last thing I want to mention too. We have another podcast on the site called "A Freak Accident."
You might as well start your own fucking radio station.
Well,
you're real close to having a full week's program.
There's a larger plan coming into play here.
All right.
But yeah, Freak Accident is run by Crisco from 97.9X. I don't know if you listen to 97.9 at all, but he kind of wanted to do something that was a little more of a format that he wanted to do as opposed to, the way that corporate radio stations work.
Is he doing it outside of them?
Yes, it's completely outside of them. It's, it's uncensored. He stays within kind of the FCC regulations, so it's not like
unlike us.
Yeah, it's definitely not as raunchy as the show gets sometimes or anything like that.
Not raunchy. We're just adult.
I'm sorry. Did you forget the Here We Are in Spain episode?
No, they did that. We didn't do that.
But we let it happen, so therefore it's on
we
the
couldn't
show.
stop it. It was like a freight train from hell. It was
I guess inviting them is just kind of
they just went.
Very
and
nice
we don't have a
guys.
5-second delay.
Very nice guys.
Oh no, it was wonderful. But they said some shit where I was like,
raunchy.
Hey guys.
We
don't have FCC overlords, and I was still like, "Hey guys, maybe that's not the right 2 words to put together."
Right.
So, all right, keep going.
Well, let's get to
Nate.
What's up?
Hi, Nate.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Welcome,
Nate. You have to understand. We've met before.
Yes, sir.
You've seen me. You kind of know me fairly well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could tell that I'm a lame white dude who knows nothing about hip hop whatsoever. So you're gonna have to educate me on this.
Am I?
Ask anything you want. I also actually, if you ask other MCs, local MCs.
Yes.
The very few that there are, I would be the wrong one to ask because I make music for them nerds. I'm
what does that even mean?
Because I'm well mannered and use big words. That's literally why. Because like people hear my voice, hear my music, and think I look like Rich, and then they see me, they're like, he's a couple shades darker than I thought.
But what do you? But what do you like? So what? All right. So explain to me like the hip hop community around here.
Okay.
Explain to me
Is there one?
What it means?
I'm assuming there is one.
There has to be one. Nate can't be an army of one.
Sure.
Oh, I have been.
Well, you know what I mean. It's not like
that sigh
have
was
to be.
indicative
I have to
of a
be.
story.
on the hip hop
Okay,
canoe.
right.
You're not the only one paddling in Northeast.
No, there
okay, that's
are
what I meant.
but there are rappers and then there are MCs.
What's the difference?
A rapper just does it is not a rapper is one of those people talking about guns, violence,
Yeah.
those easy concepts to absorb.
Sure.
Whereas MC, like myself, and I'll name the others so they don't get mad at me. But
This is about you, man. This isn't about them.
MC will alliteration, double entendres, wordplay.
See, that's good. That's okay.
That's an MC. MC is more involved, more of a nerd, whereas a rapper just does it usually to get the attention and the girls and whatever they think was like the superficial stuff, whereas an MC is more concrete, more substance.
See, I thought it was the reverse. This shows how much we do not know, Rich.
Yep.
Jay-Z would be considered a rapper, but he is incredibly witty, whereas Nas is an MC.
Is Nas the one that
Nas is the one
that raps that he had a brain injury?
No, Nas is the one that's like
No, that's Mace. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
all
right.
He could probably get away with saying anything because you
don't know. He has one speed.
Yeah.
So is Eminem considered an MC?
Eminem is one of the god MCs. If you ask anybody who's really an MC, he's
but is he a rapper too?
No, he's
just strictly
he's an all around MC. He's done battling. He has records for women. He has club records. He can do it all.
Yeah.
That's someone that I was as a 14-year-old boy was like, Mom, I don't want to go to church today because I'm learning Eminem lyrics.
Now did you were you first? So who? Okay, what are you like? How did you get when we were like, I like this? So at 14 you're learning Eminem lyrics. I'm sure that wasn't like you're like, Slim Shady. This is what I want to do.
The first rapper that I heard was Rakim. Rakim is the person who started multi-syllabic rhymes, where he was back to back internal rhymes that were
you're not on the spot here, man. Nobody really listens to this.
Right. But internal rhymes like that, he had more style. He was telling you something, but he had a way of.
Is that like what Bone Thugs did?
No, that's chopping. That's called double time.
Because it was like
ease off.
Yeah.
Like
I liked Bone.
I'm learning to do that now. My partner in my group, Bipolar Blade, that's his style. That's all he does.
I like that, man.
It's scary because he can write like. The normal rap verse is 16 bars. He does.
Is it really?
It's 30. His is 32
in 16. Wow.
But he does. Most traditional choppers write from 60 BPM to 75. He does that at 90. He just chopping at 90 BPM.
Holy shit. Okay.
He's been doing it for a very long time. So
how did you get?
I actually started off doing spoken word poetry.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was hosting and
that's nerdy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that big of a leap from.
Yeah, but being the only black person in the school, and
where did you go?
No, okay, I went.
We Massachusetts.
Okay, look,
Vermont.
I went first. I went to Western Wayne High School.
How many people are in that school?
I don't know. I don't know now.
Rough guess. Your class. You're the only fucking.
No, there was 4 of us. Don't let me lie. About 4 of us. One of them was my brother, so I knew him.
Okay, I just my teeth just hit the microphone.
Probably 200, 300, probably.
Rich, where are you going?
Oh, 300, I think.
300,
I think.
So you were 4 out of 3. Wait, is that freshman to senior, or is that just your class?
I think it was freshman to senior.
Okay, so keep going.
Then I moved to I went to Coughlin in Wilkes-Barre.
Is Western Wayne like the sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
A lot of pickup trucks.
there was no changing of the bell. Like there was just a cow that walked through the halls, and you're like, oh, I need to get to the gym.
Yeah.
And I was very popular because I was intrigued. I was like, oh, he's one of And then I would get the questions. Those questions, those people joke about, like, is it, dude? I'm not trying to be racist, but
the moment that
Which is always followed by something racist.
And me being a jerk, I'm like, oh yes, yes, I'm so ready.
This is going to be the most naive thing anyone's ever said.
So Nate, so you know both of your parents?
Oh my God.
Gets better. Nate, what gang are you in? All of them. Nate, have you stabbed anyone? Not this week.
I'm not.
And then I get the really trashy girls like, so is it true? I'm like, you're not finding out. Good God. And it was really bold.
I just saw your dick eat a peanut.
They were so bold, and it still happens today.
I mean, do you think it's just ignorance, or do you think it's just?
I don't know, but I feel like it's candid camera, like. But then I realize I'm not that famous.
Yeah, but you gotta get you gotta get a kick out of that a little bit.
Oh, I make it worse. Like with my son, my son and my daughter, they're my Half-Africans. So I'd be like, and then I love when people look at me like they see my family. Because I have a 14-year-old daughter who's white and my wife who's white and my 2 African children. They're like you can see
their
them,
brains.
You can see them. Oh, they're mixed.
Doesn't make sense.
And I hate when people say mixed. I'm like, they're mixed. I'm like, no, they're biracial. And they're like,
oh, it's like a swirl.
Yeah, man,
I love ice cream.
They're Neapolitan.
What would that would be Irish?
Yeah,
it would have to be black, white, and Irish.
No, the German chocolate. My kids.
German chocolate.
German chocolate.
All right. So then you go to Coughlin.
You go to Coughlin, and then I went to Northwestern Lehigh in New Tripoli. That's where I graduated from, near Allentown.
And then how'd you get into doing this shit?
I've always wanted to do it. My mom actually.
Like, I mean, were you doing like spoken word in high school?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like
to this day, people can recite the very first poem I did. Like people that knew me, it was that.
What grade was that?
9th. I did the poem, and it's people still they can recite it to me. I don't remember it very well, but they can.
But what was that? I mean, was it like because we've had Breaking Ground poets on, right? And we've dealt with them, but it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't anything like that.
Stupid is what stupid does. That's how some of us fall in love, and I only say fall because some of this doesn't involve the love. Most of these is all because of what's swept underneath the rug or what we neglect to see. Feeling disrespected, we tune our hearts to see the hurt, the negativity, sometimes barking up the wrong tree while in the wrong we attack each other's character. You as a guy embarrasser, so unladylike you embarrass him when you find yourselves there again. There meaning they're leaning on anger, no idea much it pains or his pride when you begin to spit back sarcasm. The scar has them wondering if they should leave. If they believe, you will cry heavily. Really can't measure the impact of him or her gone. It feels all kinds of wrong, and it probably all ended because neither one of you was really in love. And like I said before, stupid is as stupid does. I wrote that at 14.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where did you grow? Did you grow up in a library?
When your father has 2 doctorates and 2 master's degrees, you had to.
What does your old man have 2 doctorates and master's degrees in?
One in public education, and the other, and I'm pretty sure it's psychology. He owns
the East Coast.
He owns Child First Services, which is he owns group homes. He does stuff with the.
So you grew up
mm-hmm.
seeing. What's a good way to say this? Both sides of the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which gave you real clarity and perspective.
Not till I was older. Not until my parents divorced did I see the contrast. My father has 9 different businesses now, and he lives in a humongous home, and whereas my mother's still here in Scranton. Once they divorced, it really gave me that clarity.
Was that tough? How old were you when they divorced?
I was 13, 14.
Oh, that's like the age of like making an impact.
That's when I got really angry, and that's when I finally realized that I can't act out, so I just wrote. So that's when I really got started to write.
I mean, do you look back on that and be like, you know, because with age comes clarity. Did you look back and be like, you know what? Hindsight being 2020, maybe they shouldn't have been together. Maybe they should. No,
it was one of those things where I saw things that made sense now,
but didn't at the time.
No, that why it didn't go. It didn't, because they were my picture of love, and I'm like, oh, this is forever.
Yeah.
And then now as I'm older, I'm like, if that's forever, I don't. Yeah. No, thanks. No, but I'm happy that they're apart.
But do they get along?
No.
If
they were literally in this room, they would face the other way.
Is that hard for you?
No, I'm used to it. I'm cool. It's cool with me.
But you know, like how to I transcend both sides.
I don't really talk to my father. And my mother. I'm her oldest son, so I'm my mama's boy. So me and my dad don't get along, but I'm careful about me. I don't know.
But I mean, like if he ever called you, you'd be polite, or no? Be like, why the fuck you call me?
Nah, it's quick. It's a quick conversation, definitely. It's like,
hello,
hey,
goodbye.
I'm still breathing. Nice to see you.
So you were channeling all of these feelings into your poetry, and at what point did it turn from the poetry towards?
Once I found a beat, I had this beat that I was sitting on, and there's a guy, and it's oddly enough, my first song was a diss track. My very any professionally recorded song was a diss track.
We got to talk about this.
And
this bothers me.
This kid has not rapped since. And if he is rapping, I have not seen any of it. It wasn't even like personal, which became my style in my later diss tracks. This track was just me just doing, I said, bottle after bottle, I hobble out of your girl's house. Let's keep it funky. You never worked those curls out. You're a sucker. You're a sponge. You're a fucking lame. Tried your very best, but she never came. Couple lean, couple beans when I'm riding through. Young Nate dog. Who the fuck are you? All 9 from behind. She could take it all. Had your girl, man. She ain't safe at all. Eyes full of passion. Rhymes full of hurt. Pocket full of money and a baggie full of work. Dirty laundry. Yeah, I have a little. Make some ass shake. Make some titties jiggle. I'm a player. I'm a pimp. I'm a fucking dog. You're a loser. You're a bitch. You're a fucking fraud. Killer season. Never mind the motto. Already told you, girl. Open up and swallow. And he did not rap again. Well,
but why? But what's okay? What's a diss track?
A diss track is where you
like. I know I'm so white. I'm see through. But like,
a diss track is you have an issue with someone. And it's your job to completely and utterly demoralize them.
But that's in lieu of like
an issue with them. Yeah, like.
But that's in lieu of like fisticuffs, like going toe to toe.
It could go either way. I was always aware.
Do you do it with the intention of like, man, if this guy sees me in the street, I might get a hit, or there might be at least an altercation?
Not with that.
Because that to me, like,
it could. I've made people get that way.
Yeah, but
I'm good with that word.
My point of reference is 8 Mile. So like what I'm saying is that like,
is it an alternative?
like a football game, right?
Right.
So like, shouldn't a diss track be like a football game where it's like on Sunday, you and I are gonna meet. One of us is gonna walk off this field, a winner or a loser.
That'd be more of a battle, like a battle rap.
But it doesn't go outside of that moment. So in other words, like if your diss track's 3 minutes long and the other guy's 3 minutes long, like, you know, whoever comes out on top comes out on top. And
there's no clear winner with a diss track because they have their supporters and I have my supporters. Whereas in a face-to-face a cappella set time battle,
do you do that?
I want to. I've tried to set it up with this guy and he won't do it because he's scared of me. Because I went to his house, I said, if you ever talk about me, my children ever again, I will beat you to death. I'm not because he took the time and effort to make memes of me, saying that
that's supposed to be cute.
Why
do you ruin it?
That I'm a heroin addict. I'm 235 pounds. I'm the heaviest heroin addict I've ever seen. I must be on some special stuff.
Yeah, and you seem really lively.
Exactly, and I'm. It's just funny because.
When was the last time you saw a junkie giggle?
You seem pretty hydrated for a junkie.
You know,
yeah,
Aquafina, man.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, you have good BMs. You know?
It's just crazy. Like, and
but like, can't you, like, you and I talked about this before we started the thing. Like, I don't care what people say about me as long as it's like true. Like, if
none of what I've ever, well,
I mean, but like, does it
bother me?
Like, if somebody has like a good diss at you, or you're like, all right, that's good. That was a good one.
I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm gonna acknowledge.
Yeah, but I mean, like, internally, where you're like, oh, that was good.
I would not. Like, yeah.
Because my next point of reference,
that'll make me write better. That'll make me, because they took
because you got to step it up.
They took enough time to write with skill, and I'm gonna step it up and do it better. I'm just gonna rip your head off. If you give a good diss, fine, cool, great. But I'm not gonna fuck around with my pen.
I'm not gonna fuck around with my pen. That's awesome.
I'm just not. Because music is my form of therapy. I'm not gonna allow someone to mess with me in my arena. This is my sword. I will use my sword or fall on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just.
I think he's a little mesmerized. Can you just keep talking at us? Talk.
All right, asshole.
No, but yeah, like that's how I feel.
So are you writing about the same things now, or have you wrote about other things since then?
A lot of different things.
Nope, just that one thing.
When we did our first when we did our interview, I had a song called "God Bless the Dead." That was about my friend who passed away of a heroin overdose. I've tried to let go of that memory, that energy that I was giving into that, but oddly enough, that's another song that became huge because of the content. Because
it was relatable, or
I don't know. I don't try to
rationalize why it's
because it's so painful. I've yet to perform that song live. People want a video.
Yeah, but you got it out of your system.
Yeah,
so
but people are they're like, this song needs a video. This needs visuals. And I'm like,
if you're not ready, you're not ready.
Nah.
Who gives a shit?
And I just covered up the tattoo I had for her because she was my girlfriend, and I didn't know she didn't tell me it was heroin until like literally a week before she died. I knew
that she was
using heroin. She said dope, and I didn't. I'm me being clueless. I thought she meant, oh yeah, she does drugs. Whatever.
Didn't dope used to mean weed?
Yeah, I thought it was marijuana.
That's what I assumed it meant. I'm like, oh, cool, whatever.
Oh, the kid's out back smoking dope.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
Now dope's heroin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I thought she meant. And then she died.
And you can't really get upset about that. I'm not back smoking. I'm just smoking dope.
I had people blaming me that said that I'm the reason she died.
You can't. No.
No. Yep.
Absolutely.
People.
Yeah, but you can't believe that shit.
No, I know I didn't. But both people on record and in person were coming up to me saying, not even knowing her, said it was my fault.
I mean, you're going through a time of, but like what? See that? Okay, so this is like, Rich and I are ignorant white people.
Mm-hmm. I'm not agreeing. I'm just saying.
No, you're confirming I said that sentence. You know, and I like, to me, like, I'm just like, this is and I don't even think subculture's the right word. It's like a subgenre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I grew up on like Tool and Alice in Chains and like and like I remember when MC Hammer's, what's that song?
Don't touch this.
Can't touch this, but don't touch this is.
Don't touch
don't
this.
Yeah, don't. Can you imagine if the song was "Don't touch this" instead of "Can't touch this"? But like that, I think that was like the first hip hop. They considered it hip hop at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first song that hit number one, and I'm like, oh, this is not. What is this? And then I got introduced to like Tribe Called Quest, and I think the Chronic came out like real soon after that, or right around that time. And Bone Thugs and like all, like I loved that stuff. And then somewhere it became about like partying and girls and whatever, and I'm like, that's not there. MC Hammer might have said that, but that was more for fun. Like Bone Thugs and Dre, like all that stuff. Like, I never got an NWA, but after I watched the movie, I'm like, I should get into NWA.
Yeah.
I felt like a dick because I didn't get into NWA because it's music history.
Yeah.
But like we don't see particularly Rich and I, we kind of like go home and like play video games and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like we don't get to see a lot of, quote unquote real shit. So I mean, like, but like it seems like it's like, rock and roll's done it,
Mm-hmm.
called people out on stuff, but never to the degree where it's like,
Now,
back and forth.
You
and
don't have
it's-
to worry about with rappers nowadays. Like the time.
it was fucking scary when Tupac and Biggie got shot.
Confrontation is no, because these kids aren't doing that. And let me clarify. I am not a gangster rapper. I am not. I'm just someone.
Gangster rap stopped like a decade and a half ago.
But there's still people that still believe.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah, yes, I completely do. But there are definitely still people who believe in themselves that they are that guy. I am not that guy. But I will say this. You put your hands on me, you will remember having an encounter with me. That's all. I'm not. That's not gangster. That's not tough. But if I'm in a position where you're trying to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. So even if I don't win, I don't care if I win, but you will remember I was there.
But that's also not necessarily physical.
Nope. Like if I feel that if you want my attention that badly, you'll get it. Ask any rapper I've ever done a diss track about. They've got.
Do they is there respect amongst everybody just because of
not for me, not for me. Blade, my partner in my group, he's an OG. He gets all the respect. I'm the knuckleheaded kid who could promote himself well. That's all.
But you don't but you can hear like your contemporaries and like the people that you.
I show love all the time.
Okay, that's what I was.
But it's never reciprocated. I don't understand that. Like, and maybe because I'm coming from a genuine place and I don't think anything of it. They want something in return.
Well, somebody once told me the definition of success is when everybody hates you. Because they're never going to tell you because they're either afraid of you or they're jealous of you. So nobody's ever going to be like. So as long as people are hating, don't stop believing.
So do you feel that the local rap and hip hop community is divided for the most part? That they're or are they in factions maybe?
There's definitely cliques. There are definitely cliques, and I try to avoid it. There are people that I see it sucks because there's those people and like I see that I could work with them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that will work out. That whole will they look past the click thing? Because I'm just bipolar. I'm battle axe warrior. I have my own thing, but I'm not going to try and make you that. I just want to be friends. Like we can bond over music. We both rap, but it is divided. It's a lot of phoniness, a lot of no one wants to be a man and say I don't like you for this reason. And maybe if they had that conversation, they'd understand the other person. But that takes so much. That, like I said, a lot of people are lazy. And there are people who have been in the scene for long that could like be a Farrakhan and be like, okay, you two need to talk.
Yeah,
shut up. I'm the OG. You respect my word. Then if you respect my word, talk it out. But no one wants to do that.
Could it be that there are these fundamental rifts and problems between people, but because your words have now become shields and weapons, it's too vulnerable to speak that honestly outside of the context of the constructed verse?
Maybe. It depends on who
you lost me at. It could be.
It could be.
Well, I mean, like sorry, Rich.
Does that make it difficult to put shows together?
Yes. I asked, like I was telling Rich.
My name's Mark.
Mark. Sorry.
It will be.
Sorry. Sorry.
Don't apologize to me, Steven.
All right, Billy.
Don't put your finger in there. The dog makes poops out of there.
Don't slap it.
Don't. Oh, man. She took it. Oh, that was good.
I'm sorry.
I love how no one's going to have any context to that.
No. Not at all.
Yes.
I forget the question now.
Oh yeah, so when you're writing love songs.
No, the show. It is hard because you want usually the people having beef have put on the best shows, and it's always the same people that don't like each other are the both
Yeah, but see, like I think about beef like an MMA fight or something. Like, you know, like they duke it out and then they go good fight. You know, catch you on the next one.
Nope.
I mean,
Words
it
hurt.
runs that deep? It's
Some of the beefs, some of them.
But where do they? I mean, do they originate from?
Some of them come
a
from
lyric.
Some of them come from lyrics. Some of them come from real
Shit that went on outside of whoever's recording or writing.
Like mine. I was like, I had a guy that did not like me, so I said, let me stoop to his level. I went to his ex, who I thought he was on bad terms with. I simply asked her, could you give me some information on so and so, because he's saying I'm a drug addict. He's saying all these negative things about me. I kind of
just want to nip it in the bud.
I just want to say my piece and just give so I can rebuttal. She goes, hell no. I'm like, okay, thank you. She what's that? Screenshotted it to him, and he released.
He memed it. He made little glowies.
He says every time he steps in the studio, he spends $200 per song.
Can you give him our address? Because if he's spending that money, all right, good.
Right?
He goes. So I never said this to him, but he's done.
Nate, don't get me shot.
He's done three. He's done 3 songs. So that's $600 about me.
Oh, that's nice. That's the one thing I like that is Straight Outta Compton, when they're like, oh, they're running over all of our albums. They're like, Easy was like, they bought them. I'm not pissed. We're making money.
Yeah, so he spent $600 on little old me, little old Midnight.
I mean,
Run.
you got to feel a little good about that.
I'm look at me. I'm still look where I'm at.
On the futon.
I don't see them doing interviews. And that's not maybe that's on them. That's
I think we've talked about like the negative side.
Right.
All right, so let's talk about some positivity amongst the community. I don't know why I spoke those words that way.
You got
Oh, Mark.
You got little real. That was like soulful, but I liked it.
Positivity.
Yeah.
I think on the way in today I heard an En Vogue song. That's what I said.
Prejudice. Want to talk about it? Want to hear it? Here it goes.
I want to cover that song so bad. You have no idea, with like a rock band.
Okay.
Free your mind.
And the rest will follow.
Oh, that's a great tune, don't you think?
I actually
I
do
wear
like
tight
that.
clothing.
I don't, because
Are you saying that we should do it?
no, it looks like somebody baked bread in a boot. That's what I look like.
Oh, a little
If I wear
bit.
tight clothing, oh my god, yeah.
We could get you a potato
I look
sack.
like somebody. I still look like somebody wrapped like a dog leash, like a dog line around me all the time. Do you ever, if I wear tight clothes, I'm just gonna wear it for you and just send you silhouette photos.
I don't want this. Please
I'll
don't.
send them to Ian. He can give them to you.
Fine.
I look like a bruised pear.
A bruised
pear.
Like just
Huh.
I'm not fat. I'm married.
My fiance, did I tell you? I said, honey, if we're ever sleeping and I roll over on you or something, like keep a phone nearby. Because if I die on top of you, you're
You're
in
done.
you're
Treat it
dead.
like a wristlet.
Yeah, she needs a medical alert.
Get her
bracelet
a
for when I
life
fall on
alert.
her.
A life alert.
That's what she needs.
Just with the phone.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. He's on me.
Why is she?
All right, so what's like the positive shit? Like you have to have people coming together to make music.
Yeah. Me and Blade.
You have two. It's you and one other
okay,
person.
Me, Blade, a guy, D. Ryan out of Stroudsburg, guy named Fink out of Freeland, Pennsylvania. Well, there's a group of us that work together. Yeah, but I don't know. I just became a battle axe warrior, which is a arts and hip hop collective. A guy named Adlib. Adlib is the guy here. Never mind. Mad Child from a group called Swollen Members in Canada. He started. It's like a hip hop collective. So I just became a member of that, and it's just promoting the positivity in hip hop, promoting working together, being integrity, stuff like that. So
I mean, I think that's one of the cliched stereotypes of hip hop is that like, oh man, everybody wants to. It's always a fight.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always about violence. That
Yeah,
sort of
and
thing.
I don't think that's true.
It doesn't have to be.
Right.
It's because it looks manly. That's their definition of manly. It doesn't have to be that. It could be conversation. It could be having an exchanging of thoughts. But
I mean, you can write a beautiful thing about your daughter,
right.
and that's not like
That,
nobody's like
no one would get no. I would not. I would be. That's why is he being all soft?
how's that soft? You're being a man.
Like I did literally. I just released a song called "Clear the Air," literally about my having literally. I was in the midst of a manic episode rapping, and that's what I made it. The song sounds like the beat sounds like it, and people are playing that like it's like a party song.
Mm.
I'm like, why do you want to hear that? It depends. I don't know. For some reason, people respond more to my songs like that than my party songs.
but what? But so stop partying.
I don't do parties. I
Keep writing that shit.
that's a lot. That's emotionally draining.
Well, no shit. It's supposed to be. It's inside you.
Yeah.
It's like giving birth. Every song's like giving birth. Your poor
I wouldn't
bottom.
want to have my wife birth. She had 62 hours of labor.
What?
Yeah.
That's a fast.
Yeah. And I don't like.
I'm not going to
hospitals.
eat for days.
And I'm
62 hours of
60
labor?
62 hours. I'm
Oh.
like, I looked at the nurse. I'm like, you seem like a nice person,
Induce her.
but I'm going to choke you if you don't get that baby out of there.
62 hours. Is that the first kid or the second kid?
This is her first biological child. So my son.
So your first kid with her.
Yes.
62 hours?
Mhm.
You have no plans for a second one, do you?
She does.
I hope it's quicker. 62 hours and
62
later. Like
hours.
water broke. 62 hours till baby. What's the baby breathing?
Amniotic fluid.
I thought that's the water.
It's the oxygen's
water.
carried through
Poop water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they poop in it.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, she got stuck. She has my shoulders.
Oh.
We had a C-section. Both of them actually were C-section.
62 hours. Why?
Because the doctor's like, oh, yeah, we forgot to come in here. Let's get her out.
Wait, are you shitting me?
That's what it felt like to me. I feel like she's not
I mean, was she like for 62 hours?
towards the end, but like they didn't realize that, oh, the baby's having trouble now. They waited till the last 12 hours to tell us.
Oh.
What, it was almost like a breach?
I don't.
Like with the baby's twisted.
No, he got stuck. The shoulders thing too. But he got to 9.
Oh, so it was like baby Jessica. Rich got that. Nobody remembers baby Jessica?
In the well?
Yes.
Thanks.
Couldn't get her out. You don't like that
No.
visual?
No. But yeah, it was rough. I also had pneumonia.
Oh, no.
For 62 hours?
Oh, my God.
I had pneumonia, and so did my oldest girl.
Are you shitting
we were
me?
both sick because my wife's friend came over with her kids, and she's like, "Oh, the kids have strep throat." And they're all hugging, kissing on me, and my daughter. We're like,
Oh, that's
I'm
brutal.
trying to enjoy this wonderful moment with my wife, but I'm hacking up a lung.
So wait, so you have how old's your oldest is a girl?
Oldest is she is 16.
Yeah.
I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Wow, you're just like
No, I'm not as bad as my dad. I'm the oldest of 7.
No. What I'm saying, you have what is that? Irish twins?
No, Irish twins are born in the same school year.
I thought it was within a year.
They're
9 months apart.
they're 70 weeks apart.
I don't know math.
There's 52 weeks in a year, so that's a little over a year.
No, it's like 5 months. 17 months.
90 weeks? 70
No, he
weeks?
said 70.
They're 70 weeks apart.
70.
70.
Not 17.
Okay.
Because that would be amazing.
Yeah, I would be like, I need a show for that.
So wait, let me ask you. When so like manic, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you find out that you were
When I left the army.
You were in the army too? Nate, what haven't you done? Not the YMCA army, right?
No.
We can sail this. Oh, that's Navy.
Damn it!
But to
goodness.
answer your first question, Adele. Sorry, honey. She knows if I ever met Adele, I'd give her a hug.
So would I. You know what amazes me now?
What?
Like, who is it? Demi Lovato?
Who?
Just saying hello?
She didn't do it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, why is that amazing? Adele did it great first.
No, there's someone.
Well, but when you see people like sing someone else's song, it's
Yeah.
like, why is that amazing? Like,
Mm.
oh, look at this 12-year-old boy cover Adele. It's
Yeah,
like, but
because he has a
Adele-
high pitched voice.
Yeah, wait till he's 13. And he's like, hello. or he hits Lionel Richie.
What
Me
about-
you're
what
looking
about
for.
Johnny Cash doing 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, but that's
That was
okay.
awesome. That was
That's okay.
Plus, it was also way after the fact. Like, Hello is still like a
Yeah, that
pretty
just
big
came
hit
out.
right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's relatively new.
I actually don't know this cover you're talking about.
It's not a cover. All right, so we're both crazy.
right.
All right,
Yes.
so when did you get out of the army? 22?
Uh,
20?
all I know.
When did you go in?
December. I signed up December 2010. I left March 2011 because I had a breakdown in there.
What happened? If you want to talk about it, you can always tell me to go F myself, which is easy.
Don't do that.
I
What?
tried to hang myself.
What? No. Where were you at?
But as I was like there, I got out of it.
Second,
I got
you're
out
like-
of it, and I went to my
Mm.
guys and I told them
and you're like, is it bipolar or is it, what is it?
it's bipolar. It has to be
Like real high highs, real low lows?
Oh yeah, I like my lows. I don't even speak. I'll be here like this. I won't be mad or upset or anything. I cannot speak.
See, I'm like that too. So you're either at the top of the mountain or you're in
Like-
the depths of hell.
Like when I'm top, I'm like I can fly.
Yeah.
Let's go punch nuns and kick the kick. Let's do stuff. Let's
This is
just do
exactly why I
stuff.
don't ski.
Let's do
Because you'll punch
What?
nuns.
Yes.
Lauren's like, I don't ski because that'll lead to bipolarism.
Let's do like no. One time I tried to fight my brother, who's an amateur MMA fighter. He somehow
Beat
it's
your
like-
ass?
Yeah, he made my head bounce off of concrete.
Yeah, your
not-
brains
I was-
aren't supposed to do
no.
that.
I was like, you ever hit somebody? And you're like, yeah, I got this one punch. Like you thinking like,
That'll do it.
I split him open. I'm like, yes, and I'm like, oh wait, this is my brother. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh yeah.
I'm laying there like, it's all right. I love you. He's like, go away.
I'd like some yogurt.
But the thing is, he's a chef too. Like,
Oh.
you see this big dude with, he's like, he's going back. He went back to the kitchen and fixed like it was something really fancy. He's like, shh.
Dripping applesauce into your mouth.
No. One time he made glaze and just ate glaze. Like he was that kind of guy. Like make like glaze for a donut.
I do that with cream cheese.
Yep.
I don't know if that sounds gross, but
That's gross.
A little
so wait,
bit.
so what? So they were like,
They-
all right, cool.
they-
We'll send you to somebody
They sent me to the
because I was in therapy for like 15 years.
They put me in
so
the
I'm not-
psych ward in the army.
Oh, that can't be
Oh.
fun. That's like the brig, ain't it?
It was this.
It makes you
It
crazier.
was this solitary building, and it was just like a skyscraper. And you're just like,
It's like the Tower of. Were you the only one in there? Like
no,
the Tower
no,
of London?
No. There's this kid. He would just. You saw his breath against the window,
Ew.
like breathing on the window, and he didn't. He never turned. I always saw him day or night, just standing there, breathing on the window.
Was it like a hospital or was it like?
Mhm.
And he would just stare out the window.
Stare out
What
the
was he on
window.
Thorazine?
And there was a girl. She would just scream,
just scream.
just walk up to you and scream.
And were you like, I don't need to be here?
And I was like, I'm just gonna sleep. I was like, I'm sleeping. I'll do whatever you. I'm just gonna sleep. I just did what I had to do.
So they start giving you meds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What'd they give you?
They gave me Prozac.
That doesn't help.
Nope.
Yep.
Then I came home.
Pfizer says it does, but
I came home
how long were you in there for?
3 months and 25 days.
You got to be shitting me.
Yeah. I was gonna be military police.
You were gonna be MP. All right, so
Yeah.
you leave,
Yeah.
and then you.
Came home. Got back with my girlfriend at the time. That didn't happen. That didn't pan out, obviously. Then I moved. I started. The rest of it's a blur because I'm pretty sure that's when I had my my overdose. During that time, sometime.
What was it?
One of the medicines I was on.
I did that too.
Seroquel.
Isn't that the sleepy one?
Yeah, it makes the average person gain 25 pounds.
Yeah, you took a lot.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm kidding. You said it before.
my breasts are nice. Leave them alone.
I'm gonna lay on them. I want to hold you and watch cartoons on Netflix.
We're gonna watch Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, that's what we're. Nate, I can't wait. It's coming real soon.
Bring Fig Newtons.
Oh, like the raspberry ones, not like the regular ones.
We can't have those. No,
The plain Fig Newtons.
And a sleeve
With
of
figs?
Chips. A sleeve of Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, they were weird. A sleeve.
I eat them by the sleeve.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah.
No. Wait, like the big sleeve or like here's the sleeve with 4.
No, the big sleeve.
Oh, the one from the like.
I'm supposed to share it with my son because
There's 2 sleeves in a bag.
yeah.
You take one of them.
I'm like,
Do you use milk?
No.
You just eat. You dry Chips Ahoy in your mouth.
I actually, this is weird. I drink it with I eat them with cranberry juice.
That's you're happy and you will never have a UTI.
Nope.
Small blessings.
Yeah. See, she understands.
So how did you find a balance between being, a little outside the norm and coming back into and trying to be proactive, especially with like art and feelings and stuff, because like people who are manic and stuff, like it's really hard to get anything out, and it's either like you're vomiting out everything or you don't write or do anything for months.
Honestly, it's my wife. My wife. Once I met my wife, I really settled down. Like before I met her, I was living in Catskill, New York, on a couch, drinking every day, drinking Jose Cuervo every day.
Ew.
Oh.
By itself.
Why?
Because I could. Because it was there. My friends.
That's the bouncer of alcohol.
My friends were that's what they were. They were a couple. That's what they did. Because they had good jobs. They had alcohol. That was their thing.
Nate, stay on our couch. Drink. We'll just bring Cuervo home every night for you.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I was an alcoholic, but even thinking of tequila right now makes me want to throw up.
And she was like, because we were so far away. She was living in Hazleton, so we would do Skype dates, and I would be like, and she's like, "What do you?" I don't
with
like
a bottle.
Yeah.
She's like, "What'd you go for a jog?"
She goes, "Why are you drinking that? Like, why can't we just talk?" And I stopped. Did all of that.
Did you need quote unquote liquid courage?
For her, yeah. Yeah. I
still get nervous.
I still get nervous.
Oh, you got nervous around her.
Yeah.
So how did you guys connect?
Because
sorry, I'm taking over everything.
Because I made a comment on Facebook. Every glass of milk needs a little bit of chocolate.
But you drink your cookies with cranberry juice.
No.
I think that was a euphemism, Lauren.
Every glass of milk needs a little bit of chocolate.
And Lauren is doing her best Margaret Cho impression.
And then my wife goes, it depends on how well you stir the spoon.
Touche.
I was like,
touche.
Boom. I'm like, I need to marry her.
That was it?
Wow.
That was it. 2 weeks later, she was pregnant.
Nate, what?
I'm not kidding either. That's the sad part. Like, I wish I was like, haha. I'm that
Crazy thing is they did it over Skype. Honey, I'm going to send you something.
No,
please don't drink it.
Oh man, but yeah.
And now is that where you had your 2-year-old? So that was your 2-year-old?
No, my 1-year-old.
Okay, so you're one. So 2 weeks.
Oh, I forgot about my baby mama because that's too rapperish to say. Like, I actually do have my daughter's mother. Like
yeah, but what's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with that.
She's not a nice person.
Oh, was your daughter nice?
Oh, she's such a ham. She'll be like this. Like, if she sees a phone, she's like, selfie.
Why do that?
Selfie. I want a selfie. I'm like, Eliana, no selfie.
No. And please define to her what a selfie is, because the news is getting it wrong.
She's given up on the selfies. She sees the refrigerator. Cheese.
Yes.
Cheese. Cooper cheese.
Cooper
That's
cheese.
good.
Cooper cheese. She loves Cooper cheese.
Why Cooper? Because it's sharp.
It's pretty sharp.
Why is she
Give her some Jarlsberg.
Because she sees her older sister eat it by like handfuls, and she's like, Cooper cheese. She eats it. I want it.
Cheese.
Incredible.
Cheese has an enzyme in it that's as addictive as heroin.
I read that.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Yeah, but
you guys can have that.
Cheese?
Yeah, I can't. I like Cooper cheese, but I'm not the way they love it.
I can't have cheese.
are you lactose
I'm
intolerant?
lactose insensitive.
You're lactose insensitive.
Sensitive.
Sensitive or insensitive?
Sensitive.
Oh, okay. Because the other one just sounded. Or I just hear what I want to hear.
I know.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Cats are evil.
Toby.
No, well, not all of them.
No, I feel like cat. Like I have this cat. His name's Prince.
Wait, like
Pretty much.
All right.
He'll come up to anybody for love. Even if you're in a bad mood, you could be stomping through the house. Oh, hey, you want to rub me?
I think cats are just real selfish.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
they are.
Yes.
Dogs are for you.
Cats are like the Kardashians.
Oh, continue, sir.
Self-absorbed.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
I'm like, they like Kanye?
Oh God, that poor guy. I want to say something,
but dude,
messed
I'm
up.
telling you, I'm telling you.
Ever since his mom left the earth, his crazy came out. She kept him in check.
I don't know. I don't.
And like no, she kept him in check, and it was good for him. But now, with Kim having no personality,
None of them do.
none.
How are you fucking famous? What have you done?
Well, we've seen what she's. You know,
Well, all right, fine.
that's not talent though.
Fine. Where's Ray J? Why isn't he famous?
He was. He messed that up.
What did he do? I didn't pay attention.
He tried to have his own. He tried to do what Flavor Flav did with that.
What?
with that-
Wear a big clock?
Well, no, with the
show?
TV show with the bunch of girls wanting him.
Oh, that's so
And then
stupid.
It just didn't.
And it didn't work for
He can't sing either.
what? Clip-on hair.
Brett
What's his
Michael?
name? Yeah, him.
He got an RV show though on HGTV.
And
or
they all-
something.
How do you go from
All those-
poison to raiding campsites?
I feel.
It's not.
I feel
It's
like all of those
luxury.
women smelled like just burning flesh.
Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese. Yeah,
That's probably better.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I think they
And-
smelled.
and spray tan.
I think they smelled like shoe leather and salted dicks.
Oh, so you could just take my thing.
No,
'Cause
you said it before. I'm gonna let you own it,
Oh,
baby.
go ahead. All right.
I'm not stealing your shit.
Okay.
Compliments of Nate Williams.
He would just slap it anyway.
All right, so what do you work? So what do you do? Like, what are you doing now? I don't want to focus. Like that just pisses me off to focus on negative shit.
Right, yeah.
I like to talk about it in a humorous way,
Right. Yeah.
but not like
No.
to the depths of like,
Sadness.
yeah, where it's like the pause because
Dingleberries
nobody
and
knows what the fuck what to say.
Everyone just looks at you like, oh, I feel so bad for him.
I don't.
Because it seems like you're putting out stuff pretty regularly.
Yes. That's just been my routine. Finally, for a while there I wasn't doing that, but now with Bipolar, my buddy Blade, he forces me to really write and really knock out music. And I'm trying to get him to, oddly enough, to knock out his 9th album, but he's
9 albums.
9 albums.
Wow.
All done him. All the artwork. I think most of them he's recorded and made the beats himself. But yeah, he's the one that got me to write like this, like to write the stuff that I was doing out there. Like before, I was very simple, but my biggest.
But you don't go for the cheap anything.
No.
Like it's well thought out.
Now, like oddly enough, my biggest. I just did my first video. My first music video, guy, is at 3,000 views now, and that's the one where it's not a strong normal song structure. It's just 54 bars of me rapping. 3,000 views on me just rambling, essentially.
That's good, right?
I'm surprised that a lot of people don't care for bars anymore. They're just straight. They want to hear a.
Why? Because they want to hear like a hook and they want to hear.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. And it's on Facebook. It's not even on YouTube. It's on Facebook.
That's what you got to do now.
Thanks, Mark.
You have really nice boots today.
Oh, thank you. They're new.
You're welcome. I was just trying to compliment her before she killed me, Rich.
So we talked about the hip hop community. Now, how are you guys received in terms of the music community overall around here? Are you guys received at all? It seems like do they know what to do with you guys? I mean, considering they're mostly rock music.
Not our group, because we do such a mishmash of everything. We do from like we've done like UK style beats of rap. We've done old school boom bap. We do the newer stuff like the trap music. So they don't really know where to put it. But they did. We were nominated for Hip Hop Act of the Year by the
Steamtown Awards.
Yes.
Okay.
And we did play at the conference. So
okay.
I thought that was cool, but I don't think they know how to market us. I don't know.
But why?
Because we do. It's.
Do you think okay. I do not want to come off wrong saying this.
Okay.
It will probably happen.
I'm prepared.
When I went to film school,
Right.
Mm-hmm. My film school had a program for recording engineering, right? 90% of the students that were there for that, all they cared about was making quote unquote fat beats. The second month, they had to learn like chords, notes, shit like that. They were like, fuck this. Right? Do you think that maybe I'm wrong, but I view the hip hop community around here, for as little as I know about it, as most of them just want to say that they're a rapper?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm more than a rapper. I produce. I make my own beats. I sing my own hooks. Like sing. I write. I've ghostwritten for other rappers out here. As much as they don't want to hear that, I've written your verses.
But don't you? But it's like I'm sure you know the ones who it's like, you know, it's like well, he wants to be the rock star, but he doesn't want to learn how to play guitar.
Right.
Yeah. There are a lot of them, and like you can. And that's what.
Now I painted that with a very broad roller,
and you know who they are just by what the kind of content they put out. You can just tell. It's easy for me as another rapper to see that, because like you said, you can tell I really put my pen to the paper and I try to paint a picture where you're like, oh, I see it this way and I see it this way. I don't want to.
Well, I'm not. You know, I'm not.
I don't want to put that.
I don't look at you and see like, oh, I got 7 minutes. Like I can bust out 6 songs. You know what I mean? Like I don't see like it looks like there's. You know, and you and I don't know each other. Like we're not calling each other on the corded phone from the tub. I don't know. We Skype.
All right.
I might get pregnant, but whatever.
Again,
we'd be so rich, Nate. We'd be so rich if I got pregnant.
Yes.
And not like Rich Howells. We'd be like wealthy. We would make so much money if I had a baby in me.
I'm getting a little concerned about how much birth you're giving lately, Mark. You might want to rethink your diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fiber.
Or I might need to go to one of those specialty spas.
Ah.
Right. Where they put coffee in the wrong way.
What?
He's talking about a caffeine enema.
Yes.
What? Why is that a thing?
People pay for these things, yes.
Yes, they pay for Maxwell House colonics.
I don't like coffee that much.
I know eventually it's going to get there.
Yeah, like
let's just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, let's speed up the process.
Yeah.
You and coffee getting real personal.
Let's mess this up real quick.
So like does that like piss like do you so like how you said, you know, like amongst the, you know, the musicians around here, like how like a lot of them try to genre fit everybody together.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of mixed shows. I mean, you've been on some of those shows.
Yes. They've been doing that more recently, and I really I always make sure to tell them that it's cool. Like I wish more people did like the open mic that you guys are doing. I think that's a great way to get a different audience. And
sure.
it's more personal. It's not a big room. It's I don't know. The Irish Wolf Pub can only do so much because you.
Sure.
I'm for me as an artist out here. It's like I'm seeing the same artist on every show. I want to see different people. That's the biggest issue I have. Seeing the same people over and over again. It's not that they have bad music. It's just I know the song better than they do probably. I don't know.
So what do you have out now? What would you like people to look up or for
my
us to
music
promote? Video
for First 48 and my music video for Facing the Crowd and Dipolar's video Hide the Body.
Okay.
Is that all in the tube of you?
Yes, it is.
All right. Do you have like a YouTube backslash?
No, I do not. I have a SoundCloud.
Backslash.
Nate-Williams-570.
Oh, so at least like you like it here.
I have to. There's no way. There's no escaping it. I am very.
There was this kid. So there was this kid. There was this kid, right? Let me tell you this. So there was this kid. You might know him. I forget his name right now, and I hope he doesn't listen to this because I feel like a total asshole. But he moved from West Scranton to L.A. and he's like, "Hey man, we should hang out." And I don't know what to do. Like that was a great thing about Kenny's thing, where it's like Kenny Luck's thing that he did today.
Yeah.
It's like people look at drinking as like recreational.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good point. I think that Jeff
poignant.
Walker brought that up.
Yeah. It was very
I thought that was a good point. Like people out here will say, let's go out to drink, and that's the thing that they're doing. It's like, shouldn't you go to like a concert and then maybe have a drink at the concert? Like,
yeah, or like a comedy show.
You don't recreationally just drink all the time. Like that's not just a thing to do.
Yeah,
I've seen
ingesting alcohol is not like skiing.
Right.
No, I've seen that a lot. Ever since I moved to Hazleton, a lot of people do that. Like, I'm not a drinker.
Dude, that's not unique to Hazleton. That's unique. That's all around here.
Like, even when I was living up in Lake Ariel, that was a big thing too. It's like
there's nothing because they say that there's nothing to do.
Yes, there is. Fine. Look,
there's tons of shit to do.
Get off your ass.
I lived in Orlando and LA, and I complained twice. There's nothing to do here, and then I went fucking drinking because that's what felt like home. That's what made me feel like I was at home.
Try
bullshit.
Try new stuff.
Yeah, God damn it.
Like Jarlsberg. Cheese.
I don't know. How okay. Maybe.
I'm Muttley laughing over here.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like Jarlsberg. Cheese.
Can we get a cheese sponsor?
I'm big into gyros right now.
They're not bad.
Lamb gyros?
Like
Isn't that the only gyro?
No,
there's
there's
chicken ones.
There's chicken. I think there's beef.
It originally was lamb.
No, I mean, that you can get. I'm saying that you can get beef.
I love sheep meat. I love sheep meat.
Sheep meat?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
I love sheep. I love meat from a sheep.
Oh, sheep meat. I
Yeah.
thought you said sheep meat.
Like lamb.
No, I thought you meant like cookie sheep
And
meat.
meat pies
Okay,
from the Scottish butcher.
Mark, that's not even a thing.
I know. That's why I got confused. I thought you said sheep meat, and I'm like, what is this new meat I have not heard of?
I would try it. Is it like Spam?
What's in Spam?
No one knows.
I don't tell me.
Even the creators of Spam don't know.
ruin it. Don't ruin it for me. I know I don't eat it anymore, but I don't want to know
Sheep
just in
meat.
case I have a last resort.
I've never eaten Spam. Do you know that?
Oh, that's sad.
What
Is it?
That
You
makes
haven't
me
lived.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah,
put
I've
hair-
also never eaten shit.
It's great for breakfast.
It'll put hair on your chest.
I don't have air. I don't have. I look
It'll
like
put it-
I look like a surfboard.
You'll be able to French braid it.
I don't want to French braid my. I'm really nice. Like when I go, like if I okay.
Oh my god.
So I'm fat-ish.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes I eat like an otter. If I'm chewing gum and it falls on my chest, I have nothing to worry about. I'm just saying. You're gonna get rapid fire queued right now.
Okay, cool.
Go.
What comes to mind when I say cabbage?
Green.
You made note cards for these?
Yes. One piece of wisdom you have learned, which you think all of us should possess.
Use pain as fuel.
Ooh.
Explain what your favorite color looks like without naming it.
What?
Melted cranberry sauce.
I'm gonna go to Chianti. Oh, all right.
Is there anything you want to say to somebody out there?
Positive or negative? Preferably positive.
Positive. Keep doing your thing. I don't know.
Really cliche king.
Yes. No. Come out to our show on Saturday, March 5th at Lyrics in Carbondale.
Oh, I've been there before. I was up there for Breaking Ground once.
We did. We shot our NEPA cipher there.
What's an NEPA cipher?
That's what me and my buddy Kevin Schubert have been doing. We're gonna do it every year.
Oh, I know Kevin.
Yep, that's the guy I'm talking about. That's the guy, the Christian rapper I'm talking about.
Wait, Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin just tagged me on Facebook, asked me about Bernie Sanders' tax plan.
Yeah, he's really.
I was
into
like,
that.
what, Kev?
But yeah, me and him, we what I do, I pick the beat, he picks the venue. we get all people all the MCs that were ready, willing to do it. We pick a beat and we all rap over it. And that's
The same beat?
Yep.
How long does that go on for?
It depends on the.
I hope it's not 62 hours of labor.
It was. It was that last one was probably 7 minutes, and I was like, everybody tore it down, especially him. I always thought he was so calm, so he wouldn't be able to keep up with everybody else.
Yeah,
but he went for 32 bars though, so he got to show off. I only had 16. Show off. 20-year-old punk kid. He had some stuff in there. Like, it was witty back-to-back punchlines. I'm like, well, if I had 32 bars, I
see punchlines.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like he's I can't remember what he said, but mine was better. Anyway.
Do you have any more?
I can do 2 more.
Okay.
If you could choose the future profession of your son or daughter, what would it be?
Doctors, both of them.
What? Wait, let's get more specific. Doctor of what?
Doctor of psychology for my son, and a traditional like physician for my daughter.
Do you bite into ice cream or lick it?
You are so brilliant. I just want you to know that.
I bite into it. I bite into it.
With your teeth?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you? That goes right to your butthole. That's where you feel
really
that.
need to see a proctologist or something.
I think subconsciously, it's all it's
that's where it's at. That's where it's at.
My frontal lobe is nothing but rectum. I don't know how to get away from
Rectum
it today.
Joke. Now, is that a conversation that you've had with your fiance?
I think I told her earlier today. I think
it was probably like after I like rectums.
I went to
you know what?
And then I had to explain to her.
Yeah. Rectums.
I'm sorry. Did you say something about no? Let's go to Panera.
Did you hear me say something like that?
Because like every other thought out of your head has to do with poo or butts.
I'm telling, like, look, it's the one thing that we all have in common that we can relate to. Poo poo.
I think there's more than one thing we can all relate to.
I mean, look, you can do the whole thing about like a pee-pee or like air or water,
metabolizing
or
food.
Wait a minute, we're just not going to skate over the way.
But like everybody
pee-pee.
poops.
No, but just the way. Pee-pee.
Dude, if you like, I'm gonna wait.
That's got big when he said it.
Hold on. If you say things the way that they're supposed to be said, not like the what's it called when like, oh, dick. Mm-hmm. If you say penis, it sounds worse.
Yeah. No, it's
vagina.
all about tone.
Tumescent.
Yeah. What's a tumescent? Do you cook with that? What is that? What's a tumescent?
To be tumescent is to be engorged or erect. To have tumescence.
That's like an erection.
Is yes.
To have two.
But with her voice, it doesn't sound bad. It just sounds. I'm telling you.
I am.
With us, we're like, yeah.
Because we're mature men. That's
you
why.
can declare you tumescence. Yes. To your intended.
I was the kid in school when they're like, I was like Beavis and Butthead. We're going to talk about the penis. And I'm in there going like, that's so funny. Vagina.
You say try to see who says it loudest. Oh, that was my game. I was the master of that.
Who can say penis loudest?
No. Who?
Oh, which teacher?
Without getting embarrassed. Like some people, you try to say whoever says it, you keeps it going. You be like penis.
Oh, I know that game. Yeah.
There's a really, really dirty line that Miggs said to Clarice Starling in Silence of the Lambs. It's right before she meets Hannibal Lecter for the first time. It's the only thing I can't repeat without laughing my ass off. I'll let you figure it out when you watch Silence of the Lambs. Since 1991, since I was 11. I can't say this line straight.
You watched Silence of the Lambs at 11?
My mom totally
the reason for the butthole.
Right.
My mom totally was not afraid to show me not adult, but R-rated films when I was a kid. So when it was like horror movies and when I remember seeing Aliens. She was not afraid to show me Aliens.
Good movie.
Very good.
And what else was there? But yet at Ghostbusters, I screamed like a girl when I saw the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when I was a kid.
What?
That horrified me for years, and I don't know why. So,
I know a guy that looks like that.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah. He's a nice guy, though.
Thanks, Nate.
I was trying to be subtle. I was trying to be subtle. Like, I don't think
I just hope proton packs don't burn my face off.
I was hoping he didn't catch on.
All right, do you want to get to the last word? Because the roads are getting precarious.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Did I say that right? Precarious?
You did.
Precocious is different, right?
I'm
Yes.
Very.
going to Hazleton. The roads are precarious without snow.
Yeah, that's a. How's Barletta? I don't like them because they're different. Thanks.
No,
Lou.
there was a guy running for mayor. He said, let's bring back the white people." That was his.
Where did they go?
Bring back.
Bring back the white people. That was his campaign.
Oh.
And then I made a joke one day. I was
Bring back the white people.
The persecuted
I was-
majority.
I was on.
You know what? You know what, Rich? It really is unfair. Nate, we're just not even going to listen to you
Yeah,
anymore.
no, it's my fault.
Where are the white? Where are the white women at?
I say that and get in trouble.
You cannot unbreed us.
Exactly.
You could not unbreed us.
No, but that was his campaign. And
You got to be shitting me. That was his slogan.
Yes. He had a whole Facebook page and everything.
Bring the white people.
And then,
How
like-
have we not heard about that? Was this recently?
Yes.
How have we not heard about this?
I will send you the link. And then it was like
That's comedy gold.
I might have to write a letter.
I was looking at my wife. I'm like, it was around the holidays. I'm like, this is the only time
you were looking at your wife?
Yeah, I was looking at
Was
my
she in
wife.
Hazleton?
Yes.
So she was there.
Yep. And she I'm like,
She didn't go anywhere.
The only time you see white people in Hazleton is on the holidays. we
Nate, that's snow.
It's oh, okay, all right. I was like,
oh, Nate.
they're not wearing clothes, so that's snow. All right, snowman, I got you.
In the day, you can't see us. We're like Robert Pattinson in Twilight.
Oh, I got in trouble for calling my wife a snow bunny once.
That means that you come up here for you go down to Florida for the winter.
Yes,
That's what that means.
Really?
She didn't believe that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. Most people around, like people who have like retired and stuff around here, they're called snow bunnies, which means like right around November to like April or May, they go down to Florida.
That's not unusual, but why is it a snow bunny?
I don't know. Why
Snow
is
bunnies
it
are
up the line
white
here?
and
Why is it
they
down the
traipse
line?
in the snow. I don't really Oh, I got it.
I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing to you, so I'm going to go with you got it.
There you go.
All right, what's the last word, man? Oh, is this about pizza?
It's about pizza.
I can't fucking wait.
I really want pizza now.
I want to go home and go to bed.
That's what when I did this story, it's like all I could think about. I'm like, oh my god,
Maybe I'll get some
pizza.
bagel bites.
You know what I love? Before we get into it, what style of pizza is your favorite? Rich, go.
I'm a big fan of Maroni's. I think they're kind of the standard when it comes to like the
So you like
local-
square?
Yeah, I like the square. With that the thick burnt cheese. I like that. Yeah.
Now, do you like the mozzarella or the regular from Maroni's?
I like both. I probably get the regular more, but I do like the mozzarella as well.
Lauren, go.
The classic pie, thin crust.
So you like a New York style?
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
You can say New York style around here.
That's
New
okay.
York style.
Jersey
Nate.
will disown you.
Yeah, right.
They already did.
That's why she's here.
That's why she's here. She's not allowed back.
She's been driven out of town.
Yeah.
New York style.
All the way up here.
New York style. That's my stuff.
When I first moved to Florida, I asked for there was a local Italian restaurant that had pizza, and I liked the round thin. I'm a fan, and I walked in and asked for a round tray.
Oh,
And they were like,
What
"What?"
the fuck is that? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's round.
you mean a pie?
I had to learn pie. I still won't say it
Why?
because a fucking
The
pie
rest
has
of the
apples
world
in it.
calls it a pizza pie.
Yes.
It's not the pizza pie.
They also say slice. Around
Yeah.
here, it's a cut.
I've heard this.
Yeah. And you know what?
This
It's-
documentary is going to have so many layers. No pun intended.
This is where I get in trouble
Right.
now because I know that I understand. But can I just say that Ernie G's fried pizza is amazing
down in Avoca.
in Avoca? Yeah, I don't know what the heck they do to it, but
We'll
it's
ask Lee.
insane.
We'll ask Lee, and then
There's
we'll
like
have Lee make
onions
it.
and stuff.
Do you know what Lee did for us one night? He walked into my house and made everyone gluten-free veggie pizzas.
Really?
It was amazing.
Hmm.
Continue.
So we've obviously had a lot of most of the comments were like, oh, this is a great idea. It's very, they were very positive about it. They wanted to know more. A lot of them, and this is something I think I'll address in the next episode when we talk about when we do the last word next week. But more people need to actually read the articles that we put very much time and effort into. As a writer, there's nothing more frustrating than people who read a headline and then immediately share it and give their opinion on something without actually reading it first. Because there was definitely there was some comments on
an
this.
internet fight, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
Next time this happens, I'm going to come in with one of my famous non sequiturs and change the subject entirely.
Okay.
Sounds
good. Because I would rather
prove an internet point.
Yes.
Okay.
I would rather that than especially with Kenny's thing, which I'm sure we'll talk about more next week in the last word.
We just for the 50th? Can we just do last word? That's our subject.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Podcast. Who can we get that's a real dick?
Jer.
Drew Brees.
Much love, Drew.
No, he's just aggressive. I like him.
Drew, you'll be on soon. Calm your shit. I promise you. Oh, yeah. I'm still there. Freud was right. Every one of these is it's not even Freudian. It's almost intentional.
What?
All my poo stuff. Rectum.
You're anal.
Well, here's the thing is
Really
a lot of people that were commenting I would say maybe 10 or 15 comments or so would be somebody who'd be like, oh, what are you talking? Northeast PA pizza is awful. It's terrible. Why would anyone even want to talk about that? Never mind make a movie about it. Like it's an insult to pizza and this and that.
Obviously, they're not from here.
Well, immediately, you want to say, well, what? Okay, where is the good pizza? Which most of them respond like there was this. I'll read this comment that we just got a few minutes ago. So in the rest of
it's still going.
This is this story. This story is huge. In the rest of the country, that is called Detroit style pizza. Are you really going to make a movie about a subpar ripoff? Now, I'm going to guarantee that the people in northeastern Pennsylvania, probably 100 years ago at this point, I don't think they were ripping off Detroit. I don't think they even knew what the hell was going on in Detroit. It's not like today where we're all interconnected and we can just look up on the internet these things. I don't think it had anything to do with anybody ripping anybody off.
Does Detroit know that we stole their pizza?
I didn't realize there was Detroit pizza.
Never heard that in my life. Exactly. I've never even known that Detroit was known for pizza. Like, that's ridiculous.
I thought they were mostly known for poisoning their citizens.
They also have...
I was there I'm there with you.
They have urban goats that go and mow empty fields.
That has nothing to.
Or
do you see what I did there?
Yeah, I do see what you did there.
Yeah, you stole all my. You are like Fred Flintstone of conversations. Just put the brakes on. We have no idea where we're at.
So there's a lot of talk about the New York style pizza. I'm sure that's immediately where they're going to go to is, oh, well, obviously New York is better for pizza.
If you're in New Jersey, go to Cousins Pizza in Rivervale. It's on Rivervale Road.
She has a sponsorship.
Rich cannot get a
right
word
next to
out.
Kalamata Bagels.
Not in this episode.
All right. So continue.
So my question is, if you're talking about authentic pizza, like these people are defending pizza like it's some tried and true piece of America. You do realize this is an Italian dish, and that in Italy they look at our pizza and go, yuck, that's disgusting. Doesn't matter if you make it New York, Northeast PA, or wherever.
Chicago style.
Yeah. Have you ever actually seen what pizza looks like? It's mostly sauce there. It's kind of like little dibs and dabs of mozzarella.
Little basil.
Little basil, things like that. It looks nothing like pizza here. It tastes nothing like pizza here. So people who are talking about whether it's authentic or not authentic, who gives a flying fuck?
It's like tacos.
Honestly. Well, the point, if you actually read the story and actually understand why the filmmakers are doing this, a lot of it is very much about the community and about the history behind it. And that's, I think, where it's most interesting. There's a lot of we had a lot of comments from people who either ran pizza places.
It's tough.
Yeah, there's a ton of restaurant owners who are like, oh, feature me, so on and so forth. The filmmakers have already told me that they're pretty almost sick of pizza and they've barely started making this movie.
Okay.
Because so many places they're going to are like, oh, here's free pizza. So they're eating all this pizza, and it's like, oh my god,
that's so bad.
I know, it's so terrible. I feel so bad for you, you know.
I want to get more married.
Right. That's called a callback, folks. What I think is the central point of it, though, is why the pizza is made this way, and why it's such an important part of the culture here. Because the subtitle of the movie is A Cut of Culture, and what they're talking about is why pizza means so much to people around here, and it ties into into Lent, for example.
Oh my God! Did you ever go to Maroni's on a Friday during Lent?
It's the line's out the door. It's up the street.
You have to wait 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, it's the St. Anne Street.
It's the widest street in Scranton. You can't get by on
and
Lent.
you can't get anywhere near it. It's ridiculous.
It's ingrained in us.
Right. Exactly.
It's part of our history. It's as much a part of our history as coal.
Right. And that's, I think, the message that I think they're really going to get across with this movie, which he talked about in the interview, which people should read.
I watched the video.
Oh, good.
I don't retain. I don't retain. That's why I don't read books. If I get to the bottom of page 2, I'm like, what the fuck was the top of page 2 about? And then I have to read it all over again. And I just realized as a kid it was exhausting. I'll watch Bridges of Madison County. I won't read it. That's why I'm happy you posted a video.
That'll give you a pass on. But I think it's a cool project, and I think it's something that needs to be talked about in a more in-depth and serious way, because I think people are focusing on the surface part of this throughout their comments. They're talking about whose pizza is better, and they're arguing back and forth and stuff, which is really interesting in itself, that people are so passionate about pizza that they're like seriously angry at each other. Yeah.
Pizza lovers.
Yeah. This is worse.
Try to have the conversation between Ravellos and Arcaros. The fucking if there's a box cutter nearby, somebody's getting cut.
They should sponsor rap battles.
That's pretty funny.
But eat one rapper represents
each pizza place.
There you go.
I think we could get this together.
All right.
That would work.
See, but you know what?
Happen.
And also the other thing is like
I'd have to try them all to figure out.
Well, yeah, of course.
Gladly lend my services.
I don't think I've ever had shitty pizza. I think what these guys are doing, and I watched that video. Pizza is a subtext to all of this.
Absolutely.
It's not even the main thing.
It's the thing that ties everything together.
Yeah. It's mostly about community, heritage, friendships.
Right. One of the big things I've heard from people around here that don't like the pizza here is that they use American cheese in the pizza, even if they mix it in with it. Because it's not supposed to use American cheese, which I'm like, well, I think it's great that there are so many places. I think we're spoiled rotten when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because if you go out of town for a while and, you're in a city that you don't know, and you're not going to find a pizza place every single block that has a different, unique style of pizza. You can find that in Scranton alone.
I got some really bad pizza in Ohio once.
Which, it was like literally two days later, it had come out that because of the high density of pizza places in Scranton, that they consider this particular study considered Scranton the pizza capital of the country. Because there's just that many pizza places. Yeah, per capita, exactly. There's just that high density of pizza places. Now, granted, there are places that have more pizza places than we do, but they were referring to cities with a certain population, and the cities that were above that had a population that was smaller than Scranton. So we're talking, numbers and stuff like that, but more or less. And the same conversation started all over again. 2 days later, it was people. the pizza here is great. The pizza here is awful. And to me, I just kind of look at some stuff like that when it comes through my news feed or something and be like, oh, good for those guys. They're making a movie. They're doing something positive. They're talking about the community. Great. These people who have to go out of their way to make everything negative, that's what bothers me. It's
power
like
of the internet.
Yeah, they will find anything. Like they could be like, this kid beat cancer. How great is that? And they'll be like, yeah, but he's ugly. You know what I mean? They'll find the one
Bad
thing
kid.
to say shitty about
Trolling
it, you know?
everything.
Yeah. It's
You breathe? Oh, you don't do it right.
oh, you breathe through your nose.
You're supposed to be a mouth breather. Like, no, actually, in the African American community, I've noticed, and I thought it was a joke. I play into the joke sometimes, but dark skin versus light skin. I'm like, really? We're going to argue. Yes, I'm damn near purple. Shut up. Get over it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
My dad looks. No. My dad looks like a purple Shrek. That's how dark that man is. He's this. He's
So
that.
does he also have a Scottish accent?
I wish.
Come here, donkey.
No, but he's that dark. Like, and I'm out of all my brothers and sisters, I am probably the lightest.
Really? I was behind. No, where was I?
Let's put that in perspective.
I heard a joke.
could use some of your melanin.
Yeah, I'll share.
What was the joke?
I don't know.
The joke was it was how can white people have the gall to call black people colored when white people blush they turn red, when they get cold they turn blue,
Yeah.
when they die they turn gray, when they get sunburned they turn brown, you know. So if anybody's colored, it's the white people.
Okay, I have gotten sunburned, and I do feel
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten sunburned once. I peeled my chest and my nose, and that,
Isn't it so much fun?
it just, the peeling's fine. But I was that kid who smacked everybody.
Until it was you.
And I was like, I'm a dick now.
Till it was you.
It was. I thought I had a flesh eating disease. I'm like, Mom. She's like, shut your mouth. But she's also the woman who goes,
You're gold member. Relax.
I'm eating a Tootsie Roll. She goes, put ketchup on your finger. I'm like, why? She goes, till you don't bite them. And walked out of the room. She was like,
Ah!
she just walked out of the room.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I get
They just orgasmed like 5 times, even though I was appalled. Sorry.
this comment's fantastic.
About Trey?
Yes, guy. You know, of course, just first name, no last name. So you know.
On Facebook? Oh, are you talking about on
This this is an actual comment on this.
on Facebook?
Yeah, we really
Without a last name?
He's protecting their privacy.
yes.
Oh.
Well, no,
okay.
this guy. It's on our comment section, so you can use a different name
Discuss.
if you want to. Sure, yes. So Dominic says, great, a documentary about the most revolting pizza on earth. They use everything in Old Forge style pizza, from cheese sauce to low grade mozzarella to American cheese. Plus it sticks to your teeth like pizza from your grade school cafeteria. It's really no surprise a backwards, insular, culinary wasteland like Scranton
Jesus Christ.
would worship
Wow.
such garbage, let alone consider it pizza in the first place. As one guy responds
Should
to
we
him.
call Gordon Ramsay?
That's who it sounded like. He says, sounds like you tried only 1, maybe 2 pizza joints in the area of about 50, unless you're a fool and order Old Forge style pizza, which, again, I don't know why are these people taking jabs at Old Forge style. I like Old Forge style pizza. Of your faux superior attitude killed your taste buds. You just can't hate everything. And you just can't have everything.
What did Old Forge pizza do to
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what are these people like
kidnap
so?
their kid?
I mean, obviously there's
It's
a lot of
fucking pizza.
Exactly.
It's like getting pissed off at people over what the best Hot Pocket is.
Now wait a minute.
Calm your
Pepperoni.
shit.
Pepperoni.
Ham and
No,
cheese.
all of it.
Pepperoni.
Ham and cheese.
Pepperoni.
Ham and cheese.
You know nothing.
You don't know anything about a
No.
single thing, sir.
See, culinary wasteland.
Yeah.
Culinary wasteland.
It all leads to diarrhea. Calm down.
No, that's Taco Bell.
No, that's Hot Pockets.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, where on the outside it's like a fucking volcano exploded. On the inside it's like you're eating Greenland.
Pizza Hut.
I think my favorite comments out of anyone that commented on this whole
Please be
thing.
someone I know.
No, this guy named Thomas. He just kept posting pictures of pizza. It was just like people are trying to have conversations and talking between, and he just keeps just random pieces of pizza, and I'm like, this is fantastic. Like, this guy gets it. Fuck all the arguing about who's good or who's not good. He's just posted pizza after pizza.
Are you sure that's not Jer?
No.
Jared would have something to say about.
Do you know?
I'm surprised Jared didn't jump in this conversation because I know he loves this kind of
stuff. He was just
stuff.
too busy on Reddit. Best white pizza in Scranton. It's covered and it's Pizza Plus over in Kaiser Avenue. Did you ever have Pizza Plus?
Yeah.
No.
I just had
Right.
Pizza Perfect from down in the mountaintop area. And
Nope.
it was pretty brilliant.
I'll show you around. Pizza Plus covered white. And you can get it with tomato or broccoli. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm ordering a pizza.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
All right.
So what's this? Sorry, Rich.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all I wanted to say about it. Just I just think it's crazy that people are this passionate about it. Either way, that people are so passionate about it that you want to make a movie about it and then get into the culture of it. I think that's really cool. And on the other side, you have these people who actually label Scranton a culinary wasteland in like this epic rant that just it just blows my mind that somebody could be that negative about literally everything in the area. It's like, out of all the things in Northeast PA to talk about that are shitty, which I'm sure we'll get into when we talk about Kenny's movie a little bit more in depth, but it's amazing that pizza of all things can also divide people around here.
But to me, it just seems like they can make an argument for anything. And people around here, I think, who vehemently dislike things haven't experienced the world. They have no perspective on it. And it's really weird. It's like fuck this or that, and it's like, man, did you ever leave town ever? And
Right.
they're like, no, and I'm like, well, then you really can't have an opinion. Like my dad, I hate sushi. Did you ever really try sushi? No. Well, how do you know that you hate it? It just repulses me.
Irish cheddar.
That doesn't even make sense. But the other thing is like I have lived on different parts of this continent, this United of States, and I found good pizza places in all of them. Mm-hmm. The West Coast, it was really strange because we were trying to figure out why it tasted different, why pizza tasted different on the West Coast, and all we could figure out was water. It was
usually
the
the
dough.
case.
It was the water.
Right.
I also know for a fact, because I've actually walked out of my home before and gotten on a plane or a train or an automobile and gone to other places, that northeastern Pennsylvania has some of the best restaurants I've ever been to in my life, with some of the best food that I've ever had at some of the best prices that I've ever had.
That's absolutely accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some Italian joints, you walk in and you're like, oh, I'll have the penne with broccoli. And
The what?
they get the penne. Lauren, if you tell me
penne?
Penne.
it's peeny.
Penne.
Penne. Poo-poo. Penne. Poo-poo.
Poo-poo.
It's peeny.
Immediately goes to poo-poo.
All right, if you're like, hey, I'll have the angel hair with the fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay.
You get like a dump truck full of fettuccine Alfredo for like $6.
Your house and that.
And it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why I've gained 40 pounds since I moved here.
No, you haven't.
35.
No, you haven't.
I have.
You have not.
I have.
Put the fork down.
I can't.
Because it's so
I
good.
can afford it, and
way.
it's good.
Right?
Yes.
So they're doing a documentary on pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
My fiance works at the Vault.
Mm-hmm.
They just started making a Big Mac pizza.
Oh, I saw that.
It's so good.
I want to try that.
What is this sorcery you speak of?
It's a Big Mac, but a pizza.
Well, I'm going to look super married.
My
Have sister wives.
My Korean hairdresser says you're not fat. You just got more.
What is it?
I like that.
Your nail person said that.
Yeah.
Didn't she say that? Didn't she also say that you got...
More.
Yeah, you got more.
That's your Korean impression.
Was it?
She says you got more.
My aunt's Korean, so I can get kind of close.
Oh,
You got more.
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 Yeah, more.
Bum he.
Chinchi.
Shit.
Yeah, what's that?
That wasn't even a word, Lauren. I just phonetically just did something. Shoot.
Yeah, chinchi.
See, I could have told you that was Vietnamese. No one ever knows.
Chipsi.
Continue, Rich.
So however you feel about pizza in the area, support the documentary. They have an Indiegogo campaign. It's going on for another week. So you can either donate to that or check out the thing on Sunday, the 21st at the Backyard Ale House in downtown Scranton. It's 6 to 8. All you can drink beer and domestic beer and lots and lots of pizza. $20.
When is it? This Sunday?
That's this Sunday.
What time?
6 to 8.
And make sure that you go peruse Nate Williams' discography.
Yes.
I have to.
He has
shit on He
has plenty of music to find.
Boom. No, I still
You're
have
on-
to put out a full.
Is your creativity on iTunes?
I still have to put a full length album together. I'm working on an EP now.
How many tracks? 6, 7?
6. So, but I'm not happy with them. The mix.
Well, you're going to be your own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know, I know a place.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
I know. I got it.
We're not $200 an hour, but
I know.
I wish we were.
That'd be ridiculous.
Also, music video.
Yeah. I know. I was supposed to do my Face in the Crowd music video with you, but I forgot because
I'm sorry, I don't even remember talking to you about that. When, was this years ago?
No, it was earlier this year.
Nate.
Wait, what month?
No, earlier last year. We did.
It's like a year ago.
Yes.
I don't remember.
We were supposed to do my Face in the Crowd video.
What was it about?
Did
you pitch me an idea?
Yes.
What did I say?
Nothing.
I didn't even fucking respond?
No.
Yeah, you got to see, man. They're like, I'm a one-man band.
I know. Hey, I understand.
My response is usually like,
I would be mad if you gave me a response and were like,
no,
or you said yes and then nothing happened.
I don't remember even.
No, but I do remember I definitely a video of mine. We talked. I did reach out, but something.
Probably the fire.
No, he's talking a year ago.
That was almost a year ago.
I'm like you, dude. I ebb and flow emotionally.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, and if I miss an opportunity to get back to somebody, it's missed.
Yep.
You two should go out for pizza, then have a bubble bath.
No, we should go. We should go get in a bubble bath together and eat pizza.
Ah.
But you can't get any.
Cove Haven has the big cup.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
They're called Champagne Towers. I will go in there.
Cranberry juice and chocolate.
I need a little. I need a little.
Nothing more romantic.
I need a little chocolate in my milk.
And on that note,
I've never been more flattered.
If there's anybody out there that does colonoscopies, please reach out.
Like
don't reach out.
No.
Don't reach out.
back alley
Reach in.
Like,
back alley. Is anybody out there that performs back alley colonoscopies?
Probably in
I will be.
Hazleton.
I'll be down behind the mall.
He'll be at the Laurel Mall.
Yeah. Thanks, Nate, man. I really appreciate you braving the weather and coming up here and hanging out with us. Hope you can do it again.
Of course.
All right, man. I basically just said, poo. Thanks, Rich, for letting us do this.
thanks. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for everything that you do, Rich.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Lauren, not so much, but Rich, thank you for everything that you do.
We're using your studio, so I should be thanking you.
It's not mine. Lauren, why is that so high? Oh, we're done. Goodbye. Thank you.